Hello everyone. In this slide we are going to learn about phylum Arthropoda. What is phylum Arthropoda? It is the largest phylum with about 9 lakh species. So either they may be aquatic, terrestrial or even parasitic. And Arthropoda, poda means legs. Arthro means jointed legs. So here phylum Arthropoda, they have jointed appendages and a chitinous exoskeleton. And when you look at this phylum, it includes several large classes and also it contains the class Insecta, which is a major portion of the animal species in the world. They possess the ability to survive in every habitat. And when we look about the general characteristics of phylum Arthropoda, the body is triploblastic. What is triploblastic? It consists of 3 layers: ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. And again it may be segmented and bilaterally symmetrical, where the body of an organism can be divided into 2 equal halves by only one plane. And they exhibit organ system level of organization. And here the body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. And like what I've told you, the body has jointed appendages which help in locomotion. And they have an open circulatory system. The head bears a pair of compound eyes. Here what do you mean by compound eyes? Here the eyes are made up of smaller units called as ommatidia. O-M-M-A-T-I-D-I-A, ommatidia. And the exoskeleton is made up of chitin. And these arthropods, normally terrestrial ones, they excrete through Malpighian tubules, while the aquatic ones excrete through the green glands or coaxial glands. Green glands, or it is called as coaxial glands. And they are unisexual, and the fertilization is either external or internal. And they have a well-developed digestive system. And they also contain sensory organs like hairs, antennae, simple and compound eyes, auditory organs and even statocyst. And next, when you learn about the classification of arthropods, here the classification of phylum Arthropoda, it is divided into, you can see the names what is given in the slide: Chelicerata, Crustacea, Hexapoda, Myriapoda. Okay, so when you talk about this Chelicerata, they are mostly found on land. Okay, and examples is arachnid, and the main thing is antennae are absent here. And the body is differentiated into cephalothorax and abdomen. And the body, the abdomen is divided into 3 segments, and it has 4 pairs of interior appendages. They also respire through trachea or gills. And what is the main function of this Malpighian tubule? Is it helps in excretion. Very good example for this is limulus. And next one is about crustacea. So what is the special characteristics of this crustacea? Is they are aquatic and terrestrial and even parasitic. The head is fused with the thorax region known as the cephalothorax. What about the respiration here in crustaceans? They occurs through gills or general body surface, and they possess 2 pairs of antennae and 5 pairs of appendages. And these species, they excrete through green glands or antennal glands. This point is very important where you have to note it down. The excretion takes place through green glands or antennal glands. Again, they have a pair of compound eyes and gonopores. Development is indirect and the larval stage is present. Very good example for this crustacean is Daphnia and even Palamon. And next one is Hexapoda. It mainly include insects and springtails. They are mostly terrestrial. And here the body is differentiated into head, thorax and the abdomen. What about the thorax? It is divided into 3 segments, and abdomen is has 7 to 11 segments. They also have 3 pairs of appendages, and it has a pair of compound eyes, and they also respire through gills and trachea. And the excretory organ is through Malpighian tubules, and again larval stage is present where the development is indirect. And very good example for this is Hexapoda is mosquitoes and ants, right? Okay. So the last one is about Myriapoda. Here Myriapoda also terrestrial only, and the body is elongated with numerous segments. You can see the picture what is being placed here. Centipede, millipede, right? So they have numerous segments, and the head is provided with antennae, and 2 pairs of jaws are present and a pair of simple eyes. And they also contain numerous legs. That is very important thing what I have to note it down here. The upper lip of the mouth contains epistome and labrum, and the lower lip contains a pair of maxillae. And a pair of mandible is present inside the mouth, and they also respire by trachea, and excretion occurs by Malpighian tubules. So very good example here is about Scolopendra, right? Okay. And you would have known about the hierarchical classification of arthropod, right? What about the hierarchy? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And here the kingdom Animalia and phylum Arthropoda, and class Insecta, order large grouping of broadly related arthropods within each class. And family, smaller group of related arthropods within each order. And genus, closely related organism within each family. And species, specific name of an organism. So what is this? Only the species is the basic taxon, right? So how can you find out an organism? Because some organisms may have similar kingdom, they belong to phylum, class, order, family, genus, everything will be the same. But only with the help of the species you can identify the organism. So species act as a basic taxon. Okay? And here you can just look at this slide where arachnids, crustaceans, millipedes, centipedes, insects, and some description is given here, right? Whereas arachnid also there is no wing, crustacean no wing, millipede no wing, centipede no wing. And what about the insects? 1 or 2 pairs of wings, or sometimes none also, right? So these are the characteristics where you can note it down. You can look at the examples. Locust, butterfly, scorpion, prawn, spider. All these are examples of arthropoda. Thank you.